Hello, I'm James Preston and thanks for tuning in to Kalkine TV. The electric vehicle market is exhibiting rapid growth and the trend is anticipated to continue in the coming years. The robust EV market has also resulted in strong demand for auto ancillaries required in their manufacturing. Batteries, one of the most important parts of EVs, comprises of lithium as its prime component, and the demand for lithium is on the rise. This year so far, lithium prices have almost doubled, and given the buoyant opportunities, lithium explorers are seeking to boost their position within the lithium market. And in today's Hot Performers, we'll take a look at a number of ASX-listed rising lithium stars holding the potential to become significant players soon. So let's begin with Marquee Resources. Marquee Resources is a diversified mineral explorer with significant exposure to gold, rare earth elements, and also lithium. The company operates the Clayton Valley Lithium Project in the US and the Centenario Lithium Project in Argentina. The Centenario Lithium Project sits within the infamous Lithium Triangle of Argentina. Today, the company announced that it is set to begin exploration at its Clayton Valley Lithium Project after the work was greenlit by geology experts at Kangari Consulting. Marquee Resources has stated they have planned a two-part phase of exploration program with a detailed geological mapping program and also drilling to follow. The project is based roughly 3.5 hours away from Tesla's Gigafactory No. 1, which produces large lithium-ion batteries. Results from the initial drilling assay confirm the presence of lithium brine and a lithium hosting horizon further to the west than expected. Moving on now to Lodestar Minerals. Lodestar is a diversified mineral explorer with exposure to commodities including nickel, zinc, lead and lithium. Last month, it identified historical geochemical anomalies at the Coolgardie West tenement in Western Australia. As the name suggests, the Coolgardie West is located 10 kilometres west of the town of Coolgardie and includes 5 kilometres of Coolgardie greenstone. This comprises of interlaid amphibolite, dolerite, carbon cassius shale and also ultramafics. Lodestar Minerals reviewed historical data of exploration that took place over the 82 square kilometre tenement where Anaconda Australia carried out geological mapping, reconnaissance sampling and drilled 4 holes up to 1971. Time now for a very short break before we continue our exploration of lithium stocks with huge potential on Kalkine TV.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With Kalkine TV.
Hi, I'm Sage, and get ready to take the crypto ride with me on Kalkine TV. Watch the crypto buzz every Tuesday and join the excitement at Kalkine TV. From Bitcoins to NFTs to Dogecoin and DeFi, we have updates about everything around these digital currencies. Understand the investing rationale and the risks involved in the space with me, Sage, on Crypto Buzz. Keep watching Kalkine TV.
Thanks for tuning in to Kalkine TV. I'm James Preston and it's great to have your company for the Hot Performers. In this edition, we're diving into the world of lithium players and that includes Sipper Resources. The Perth-based mineral explorer maintains significant exposure in gold and base metals along with lithium. At the Warralong Gold Project, the company is targeting gold and lithium pegmatites. The company commenced a drilling campaign on the prospect in August 2021 to drill test the targets identified through an aeromagnetic survey. It secured Western Australian Government Exploration Incentive Scheme funding of up to $128,750 for drilling at its Skeleton Rocks project within the West Australian goldfields. The EIS grant will reduce the direct cost to Sipper for the planned drilling scheduled for the March quarter of 2022, post the local crop harvest. Drilling will test previously undrilled greenstones adjacent to major structures identified in a detailed aeromagnetic survey conducted by Anson Resources earlier in 2021, with soil sampling scheduled to occur this quarter to assist in finalising drill hole locations. Well, let's now turn our focus to Metals Australia. The ASX-listed Mineral Explorer has its operations in Canada and also Western Australia. The company has its gold, lithium and graphite operations in Canada, and it operates 3 lithium projects in Quebec, Canada, Lac La Motte, Lac La Corne and Le Cocher de Vaux projects. The lithium mineralisation lies in well understood geology settings and includes spodumene and also beryl occurrences. Metals Australia recently reported that it has received results from rock chip sampling across the Menidi project in Western Australia, which it said confirms a new discovery. The project is in the Unami region where lithium-bearing pegmatites have been previously identified with strike lengths of over 300 metres. Metals Australia recently discovered a 500 metre long pegmatite named the Foundation pegmatite, which it said is the largest to date at the site. Rock chip samples were taken from the Foundation pegmatite and have returned up to 1.25% lithium, 126 parts per million tantalum, and also 155 parts per million of cesium results. And lastly, we have Anson Resources. Anson Resources is engaged in development of the Paradox Lithium Bromine project in Utah in the United States of America. The company is undertaking advanced engineering and performance testing of lithium hydroxide and lithium carbonate in lithium battery test cells. The company intends to discuss the study results with potential off-takers of lithium from the project itself. And Anson Resources recently updated that it has released the results of the long-term cycling test work carried out by Novonix Battery Technology Solutions. The test work is to produce NMC 622-based lithium-ion battery test cells using samples of Anson's high-purity lithium products extracted from its Paradox Lithium Bromine project in Utah. The testing took place at 40 degrees Celsius over 3 months, as the batteries were cycled 300 times. Anson's lithium carbonate showed slightly better performance than the existing commercial products in the long-term test work. So there you have it, a number of key lithium-related stocks to keep a very close eye on that could indeed produce terrific results moving forward. Alright, well that's all for this edition of The Hot Performers. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV for the latest market updates, business information and exclusive interviews. I'm James Preston, signing off for now.